Hi friends, welcome to my channel. Today we will learn how to solve these kind of problems in a very few simple steps. So let's begin. First we'll take two numbers and we'll take a easy example. Suppose 23 into 35. So to solve this we have to follow three steps. I'll draw four circles. Assume that these four circles are these numbers. So we have to follow three steps for this. So the first step is we have to multiply these two numbers. So 3 5s are 15. So 5 we have to write here and 1 we have to carry forward. Then second step. In second step we have to multiply these two numbers and these two numbers. So 2 5s is 10 and 3 3s is 9. And we have to add all these numbers. So 1 plus 10 is 11 plus 9 is 20. So this 0 will write here and 2 again we will take carry forward. Then the last step is we have to multiply these two numbers. So 2 3s is 6. So 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 will write here. So by using only three steps we will get the answer. Next we will take one more example. So suppose 68 into 42. So again we will follow the three steps. First step is we have to multiply these two numbers. So 8 2 is 16. 6 will write here and 1 will write here. Then the second step is multiply these two numbers and these two numbers. So 6 2 is 12, we'll write it here, and 8 4 is 32, we'll write it here and add all these. So 1 plus 2 plus 2 is 5 and this is 4. So again 5 we'll write here and 4 we'll take carry forward. Then the last step is we have to multiply these two numbers. So 6 4s are 24. I'll write it here and 4 plus 24 is 28. So full 28 we have to write here. I hope you are understanding the procedure. Let us take one more problem. Suppose 79 into 82. Again we will follow the same steps. Always start from the right hand side. So first step is multiply these two. So 9 2s are 18. 8 will write here and 1 I will take carry forward. Then second step is we have to multiply these two and these two. So 7 2 is 14 and 9 8 is 72. Then 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 2 is 7 and this is 8. So 7 I will write it here and 8 I will take carry forward. Then the last step is we have to multiply these two numbers. So 7 8 is 56. Sorry. And we have to add these two. So this is 64. So this whole 64 will write here. So friends, you have to practice it again and again. That's how you will be able to solve it in seconds. Then we'll take this problem here, 89 into 72. So again we will follow the same steps. First we have to multiply these two. So 9 2 is 18. 8 I'll write here and 1 I will take here. Then these two and these two. So 8 2 is 16 and 9 7 is 63. Then I'll add this. So 6 plus 1 7 plus 3 is 10 and this is 8. So 0 I will write here and 8 again I will take carry forward. Then the last step is multiply these two numbers. So 7 8 is 56 again. This is 64. So 64 I will write here. So friends, I hope you are understanding the concepts. Next we will take three numbers. First we will take an easy example. For example 123 into 324. Now in 2 digits we had followed only 3 steps. In 3 digits we have to follow 5 steps. I'll draw again 6 circles for explaining the concept. Assume that these numbers are these circles. So first step is we have to multiply these two numbers. Again we have to start from the right hand side. So 3 4 is 12, 2 I will write here and 1 I will write here. Then the second step is we have to multiply these two and these two. So we will multiply 2 4 is 8 and 3 2 is 6, and we will add all these numbers. So 1 plus 8 is 9 plus 6 is 15. Now in this 15, 5 again we have to write here and 1 will go for carry forward. Then the next step is we have to multiply these two numbers and these two numbers. So we'll do that. So 1 4 is 4, I'll write here, and 3 3 is 9 and 2 2 is 4. So again we'll add all this. So 1 plus 4 is 5 plus 9 14 plus 4 18. So 8 I will write here and 1 I will take carry forward. So the next step is we have taken, first we took 2 digits, then we took 4 digits, then we took all the 6 digits. Now we'll take last 4 digits. So we have to multiply these two. 1 2 is 2 and 2 3 is 6. So we'll add all this. 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 6 is 9. So 9 I will write here. Now the last step is we have to multiply last two numbers. So 1 3 is 3. So 3 will write here. So by following only 5 steps we will get the answer. Next, now we will take this example here. So we have 589 into 325. We will try to solve a little bit faster. So first step is these two numbers. So 9 5 is 45. 4 I will write here. Then these two and these two. So 8 5 is 40 and 9 2 is 18. So 4 plus 8 and this is 6. 2 I will write here. 6 I will take carry forward. Then these two numbers and these two numbers. So 5 5 is 25 and 9 3 is 27 and 8 2 is 16. So we'll add all this. 6 plus 5 11 plus 7 18 plus 6 24. Then 2 plus 2 6 7. So 4 I will write here and 7 I will take carry forward. Then after 6 we have to multiply last 4 digits. So this into this. So 5 2 is 10 and 8 3 is 24. We'll add all this. So this is 11 and this is 4. So 1 I will write here and 4 I will take further. So last step is we have to multiply last two numbers. So 5 3 is 15. So 15 plus 4 is 19. So 19 I will write here. So that is how we will solve the problems. Now we will take a big number. So suppose 987 into 899. So friends, we have to do the first step, that is multiply these two numbers. So 7 9 is 63. 3 I will write here and 6 I will write here. Then second step is we have to multiply this and this. So 8 9 is 72 and 7 9 is 63. I will add all this. 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 3 is 11 and this is 14. So we have got 3 numbers now. So what we will do is we will only take 1 here and remaining 14 we will take carry forward. So the next step is we will take all the 6 digits now. So this into this, then this into this. So 9 9 is 81, I will write here, and 7 8 is 56 and 8 9 is 72. So again we will add all this. So 4 plus 1 is 5 plus 6 11 plus 2 13. 1 plus 1 2 plus 8 10 15 22. So again we got three numbers. Again we'll write 3 here and 22 will take carry forward. So the next step is multiply these two and these two. So 9 9 is 81 and 8 8 is 64. So again we'll add 2 plus 1 3 plus 4 is 7 and this is 16. So again 7 will take here and 16 will carry forward. So the last step is remaining now. Last step is multiply these two. So 9 8s again 72. I will add these two. So 8, this is 8. So this whole number will write here. So friends, I hope you understood all the concepts.